brother, this game was a trip and a half. Yo, dudes, Gale here, and I'm here to just tell you that freaking Romeo as a Dead Man has been like an amazing experience that I have to just kind of like share with you my thoughts on it, because I don't think I ever played a game like it's been a long time since I played a Suda 51 game, and this one has definitely hit me hard. The story is bat crap insane. Why is your power up to freaking cut your head open? It's pure insanity in a cup. I'm kind of upset because I feel like it's went over my head personally with all the stuff that was happening within this game. It was just so much because the genre and the art style is constantly changing. Like, you got your 3D, as I said, you got your 3D portions, like, you're playing the regular game with the cutscenes. Then you got these weird comic book style cutscenes that are so freaking cool. Then you got like a black and white horror segment. Just a straight up, there's a straight up horror section in this game. There's a straight up, you got to crouch and slip by this monster horror segment in this freaking game, just out of nowhere. Then you're in like a 2D plane. What is happening? Which, by the way, if I was trying to spoil the game, there's a cool 2D segment in this game that pretty much became almost like a horror segment, and I really wish they went into that a little bit longer. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say more than that. I just know I feel like Suda 51's been playing some horror games on the side because the influence is there. He's been playing some indie games. But for the story, yes. So pretty much you play as Romeo, a man who got his face completely ripped off by a thing called the White Devil. Oh, what the heck? Oh, what the heck? Our rotters, these monsters that are created by this woman named Juliet, who was the previous love interest of Romeo. After getting saved by your grandpa, who's pretty much Doc Brown, you get indoctrinated into the FBI space-time travelers. You're going into the past, 1978, groovy, gotta mode, trying to catch these sub-criminals who had been influenced by Juliet. You'll fight some crazy bosses. For some reason, all these bosses become like crazy abominations. But yes, you go and fight. You'll go through these stages. You'll go through the story. You'll be going through these subspace areas where pretty much you'll see the space-time king dude who's in the TV, and he sends you to subspace where you pretty much do like these puzzle segments where you have to collect keys to unlock the levels further in the map. These parts are kind of cool, though surprisingly long sometimes. I don't know. I mean, I guess like if you know what you're doing, it might be a little bit quicker. It drags on a little bit in my opinion, personally, but it is kind of worth it. It kind of gives you a break from just all the fighting, which I think is important because, as I said, the combat itself, it could be better. And oh my god, I have to say, I did not expect this. The music in this game is so good, bro. The boss of this, one of the bosses in these things has like hope core, okay? Like, you see this grotesque monster and you don't expect this, and all of a sudden it's playing like this beautiful music about love, and it's so freaking insane. This is not the music I was expecting for this. Oh my gosh, I might just have to let this play. Throughout the levels as you play through this game, you'll learn more and more about Juliet and Romeo and like how they kind of like got together. And you'll kind of learn more about Romeo and his nightmares. Suda 51 puts you through like a crazy intergalactic story that honestly, at least for me, constantly made me say, what the heck is going on? I don't understand. These monsters, this story, where did she go? How are you going to introduce a character like this and then have them just completely disappear? I don't understand. I almost want to say it's a plot hole, but I feel like it's not at the same time because the story just goes completely in weird directions that you just will not understand. I want to say more, but I don't want to spoil the story because honestly, I feel like you have to play this game yourself because it's just that much of a freaking trip. It really is. It's, to me, this game stuck its landing for sure. Honestly, I want to play it again and try to like focus more on the story itself so I can actually figure out more of what's going on, because I feel like I definitely missed some context cues because I was too busy just mouth a gap going, huh? Throughout most of the freaking story. It was just that crazy. And the finale felt like it came out of nowhere. It just like, what is, as I say, that was the most of the premise of the game, because once you get to the end, you kind of figure out all that is going on, but at the same time you don't. It's just Again, I feel like maybe I missed out. Now let me talk about the gameplay itself. For most of the part, it's pretty much a character action game. You have 4 basic weapons. I love the boxing gloves, these are probably my favorite weapons. You'll also get 4 ranged weapons to help you combat the enemies. And you use all these weapons to defeat these riders, these varied enemies that you'll find throughout the levels, be it like birds, zombies with guns. Why does the zombie have a shotgun? Why does the zombie got a shotgun? Why does the zombie got a shotgun? Yo! Why is the zombie packing the heat? The zombies that for some reason know how to flash kick. Alright. Ow, you hit hard! Oh my gosh! It's insane! This game is insane. But you know what? It's kind of the charm to it. Either way, it's a simple kind of combat system. You know, you get a basics attack, you get a heavy attack, you know, pretty much like heavy, and you get a special ult attack called Blade Siren, where you do this crazy psychedelic effect where you just like... Yeah, it doesn't have like Devil May Cry kind of depth, you know, but it's fun. That's all I can really say about it. It's fun. You got flashy stuff to do, and it keeps you engaged. There's also this whole side system where you pretty much kind of grow like zombies. This zombies, summons, whatever you want to call them, chia pets, but they're called bastards. And no, I did not name them. That's just what they're called. It's kind of cool, it's kind of fun, and you get very like crazy different zombie effects. The only problem is by the time you're pulling out like your 5th zombie trying to like level up these bastards, yeah, it kind of starts feeling like busy work because the level system is a little slow than the animation. And another mechanic that I'd say I don't quite agree with is they have a leveling mechanic. Now, this is, in a way, is kind of the most interesting level mechanic I have ever seen in the game. You're pretty much doing like a maze runner kind of thing. Now, this is tedious as all hell. I'm just gonna straight up say this is tedious as all hell. But you know what? It's a unique mechanic, I swear to God. It's so many weird, cool ideas, but it's just like, once you get to the point where you're doing some of them, you're like, oh. This is a story that you need to go through and you need to play. It has fun boss fights. It has very cool. I say the combat's cool. It's definitely decent at the very least. I enjoyed the combat. If you like character action games, you'll like the combat. The music is golden. Straight up gas. Straight up gas. You will love the music. I promise you that. Suda51 made an amazing game. Go pick up this game if you get a chance. This game is definitely worth looking at. This game is definitely worth playing. If you cannot get it at full price, you definitely want to get it at like a discount because I promise you, this is such a Suda51 game. This is almost art. This game is art. It is art in your hand that you play with a controller.